Have you ever wanted a side hustle? Maybe you want to become a freelancer, or maybe you dream big of starting your very own business. Well, it's my belief that anybody can start a successful business. They just need to know where to begin. You don't need a groundbreaking idea, you don't need unlimited money, and you don't need the perfect plan. All you need to do is to start. And in the next 10 minutes, I'll give you the playbook to starting your very own successful business without all the guesswork and heartaches. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll even give you a bonus cheat sheet of a full version of the presentation you're about to see with even more tips and tricks used by the biggest entrepreneurs in the world. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
He's going to share something with us that's really important, especially when we talk about trying to be an entrepreneur, right? These things that enable us to be successful where we don't always have to work for somebody else. Alex.
Hey everyone, my name is Alexander, and how many of you have ever wanted to start a business, side income, some sort of thing other than a 9-to-5? Perfect. So today, I'm going to introduce you a little bit to the Value First Blueprint, which is a mindset that you can use regardless of whether you want to build $1 million business or whether you just want to enhance your career and you're in right now. You're realistically only one small change away from making this a reality. Likely, every single person in this room, just by being here, just by learning these skills, is ahead of 90% of the people who will basically talk about it and not take action. So you have skills that can be turned into income. We're going to talk about how to transform those into an actionable plan, whether you want to be a freelancer, whether you want to build your first startup, or whether you want a full-fledged business. Most people never start because they think they need a perfect plan. They think they need a huge chunk of investor funding or some sort of capital to get this off the ground, or some sort of groundbreaking idea that's going to be the next Google, Airbnb, Uber, what have you. The truth? People will always pay for value. And what you can focus on right now at this impactful point in your life is learning to identify what creates value and focusing on skills that create value. Because if you do this, not only will you succeed in your career, in business, realistically anything in life, all you need to do is to position yourself as somebody who can find problems and solve problems. Once you learn this skill set, it will change your worldview, but very few people actually take these next steps. There's a lot of conversations in your head. What if it doesn't work for me? What if I fail? What happens if suddenly I get my first customer and I blow it? Truth is, here are the biggest myths. You do not need to be first. Actually, surprisingly, 99% of the things you see in life are iterative. They're just better versions of the last thing that existed before them. Google was not the first search engine. Uber was not the first ride-sharing app. Most of these things, McDonald's was not the first burger restaurant. Most of these things are just slightly better versions of the last thing. So all you need to do is improve on what's there instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. Second thing, failure is part of the process. You're gonna fail. The first time you cook, it's not a 5-star Michelin dish. First app you create, it's not gonna be the best app in the world. First business you start is probably not gonna be the one that's gonna be $1 million app. But just by trying, learning, failing, taking in the data, and adapting, every single successful person you realize has more failures than success. There is no such thing as an overnight success. The reality is, most of the time, everything is behind the scenes. First year is probably just going to be getting data, understanding how you can make an impact in the world, who you want to work with, how you want to make money, how you can get those people to pay you. And then ultimately, at some point, the script will flip and you'll suddenly become an overnight success. But they won't see all the years you spend behind the scenes. Now here's how anybody can turn their dream into a reality without a lot of the BS, because if I had told my younger self this 10, 15 years ago, would have been a lot farther. So execution beats ideas. By the very fact of you trying, if you leave home today and instead of watching 30 minutes on Netflix, if you open up a book, if you watch a YouTube video, if you listen to a podcast that teaches you a real skill, just like you're doing in this room right now, you will have been ahead of the competition. You'll be ahead of people who are not doing it, who always talk about it. Small daily actions are the only thing separating from you building your dream life. It's pretty simple, but It's a lot of things that can unfortunately bring in that self-doubt, but literally just making small changes. Just like if you wanted to get into fitness, you wouldn't all of a sudden go ham and start doing a 5-hour workout every single day. Small steps, eating better, counting calories, learning what your limitations are. Then, skills are learnable. Knowledge is free. Literally everything is on the internet. Videos, audio, books, everything is free these days. Information has been democratized. You can literally learn everything. I met a guy who learned how to do coding and landed a 6+ figure job at Google just by watching on YouTube. So every single one of these skills you can learn, and value is shared. This is a very big one because often you'll see people on social media who say, I could have done that, I could have done this, I could have done that. But the few people who actually put it out there are really the ones who are actually going to reap the rewards of it. Share your story, document your journey. Somebody else is going through this somewhere halfway across the globe right now, learning the same skills that you are, and that person is also sharing that. Sharing that on YouTube, sharing that on Facebook, going through the journey, broadcasting it to the world. If you get over this hump of trying to hide your value from the world, then you'll be able to go literally anywhere. Now, how does this apply to a business? I'm going to just put this in numbers that make this thing quantifiable. Say you want to make 6 figures a year. You need 150 people that you can charge $750, 100 people you can charge $1,000 for, or just 75 people you can charge $1,500 for. And there are 260 workdays in 1 year. Once you quantify it this way, you can find what value is tailored to this price point. Here's how you can do this. The mindset that you need to get in if you want to start a business, if you want to be a freelancer, if you want literally any exchange for monetary value, time, something that you can create, invest in skills. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. There's no point. I know drop shipping, print on demand, some sort of crazy TikTok trend. Invest in skills just like you're doing right now. My favorite quote from successful entrepreneur Alex Hormozi: rich people buy time, poor people buy stuff, lazy people buy distractions, ambitious people buy skills. You want to learn, or you want to earn, you got to learn. It's pretty simple. The more valuable employees that you're in your career fields right now, the more people that you see out in the open who are able to command higher salaries, higher prices in the market, are literally just 30 minutes a day from you investing in a new skill set. Sales, marketing, coding, graphic design. Could learn how to just sell your stuff online by building an e-commerce store. All of it is free, but learn those skills because those are the things that will allow you to succeed. Ask and grow. I don't know why more people don't do this. I talk to so many business owners on a near daily basis about, I've tried everything, it's not working, I don't know what's going on. Ask people. Your ego is going to hold you back. Shed that and ask them, what could I be doing faster, simpler, better? Your boss, your first customer, literally anybody in your life. This will move you forward farther than anything because they'll tell you what is wrong and what is right. Give to others. If you want to get more, you have to give more. In this world, it's very important that true value is a feeling. Buying is an experience. Buying is an emotional response. Just like anything in this life, if you want to get more, then focus on solving problems for people who need those problems. And the first year or the first couple months, it might even be the first week, is typically just the grind phase. Just understanding how you can give this person more value. All of these major entrepreneurs, all of these highly successful people understand this mindset right here. This pillar is extremely important. It's not about you, it's about what impact you can leave in this world and for who you can leave that impact for. It's better to have one raving fan buy your thing than it is to buy 100 people who don't really care about it. Small steps, big leaps. Break your bigger obstacles into smaller, actionable items. So many people focus on the destination, the thing at the top of the mountain, the peak. You're going to find that it's 50, 10, 100 small problems in one. If you wanted to do anything in life, especially starting a business, there will be very small problems that you're solving, and those problems are free, readily available. Somebody's already solved them, but you need to break it down into digestible chunks. So I'm going to show you how you can actually do this in real time. And this full slideshow as well is going to be available at the end as a QR code with more detailed instructions. But to start, you have useful skills. First step in anything, map it out. Just write it down in a Google Doc, write it down on a sheet, write it down somewhere. What are you good at? Probably good at something. There has to be something. And all you have to do is skills that you know, skills that you can improve on, and skills that will basically earn you or give away value in this life. So if you're great at making things look good, then you can enhance that by saying, you know what, I'm going to learn how to create social media content. If you have an eye for design, you can learn Canva, you can learn Photoshop, you can learn to create videos for a local restaurant, for a local car dealership. I can't tell you how many times I see bad content on social media, so this is a desperately needed skill that for some reason these business owners think is some far off magical solution. How it makes money. I'm going to help small businesses get customers with better content. You do not need to reinvent yourself. You do not need to reinvent. You don't need to learn some dramatic skill. It's not brain surgery. You just need to focus on something and how you can apply it to someone. That's the biggest thing. There are a million problems in this world. Right now, every interaction you have with anybody, a business, going on the internet, dealing with a website, something can be better, something can be improved. Second thing, and this is really important because I have seen people literally waste 8 figures on not doing this step. Validate your idea. Don't waste time just throwing it out in the market. So many people build a skill set and then they all of a sudden say, why aren't people buying? Why aren't people hiring me? And then literally if you could just do these 3 things, you would skip all of the next 10 years of frustration. Number 1, secret shop. There's people already doing this in the market. Find those people, go pretend to buy their stuff, go into their store, go to their website, see what works, see what you like, see what you dislike, find ways that you can gather data from that. If you wanted to do graphic design for business, there's tons of graphic designers who are doing it for business. Just go to their website, see what they're doing, analyze. Ask your audience. Find 3 people in your life, friends, family, coworkers, somebody you would ideally like to buy this thing, and just a stranger, and ask them, hey, what are your biggest struggles? What do you need help with? Do you want more customers? Do you want to make more money? Even asking that will put you ahead of people because you're actually putting the effort to listen. And then offer a small test version. Do it for free. Do it for a few people to test it out. Last step, build trust, get proof. Revamp based on the data you have, get a review from them, testimonials, text message, something that says, I love your thing. Referral, they know other people probably going through this problem as well. Condense that into a simple offer. We help person get outcome using method, simple process. Do not make your stuff complicated if you're trying to sell it to somebody. DM me, let's go. Book online. Email me, do something. Simple growth. People keep asking for the same thing. Just keep getting really good at that thing. Every successful entrepreneur will tell you the same thing. Do something for a long time, get really good at it, grow it as big as possible. Last slide, understand that the best time is now and it's literally never too late. Colonel Sanders, 65 years old, started KFC franchise. Robert Noyce, 41 years old when he founded Intel. Henry Ford, 40 years old when he founded Ford Motor Company. All you have to do is take 30 minutes out of your day to learn a skill, apply that skill, find somebody who can get that problem solved with your skill set. And then if you want more free resources, you can point your phone at here. I put out a video weekly on YouTube on how to learn sales, marketing, business growth, everything. You get a full slide here too. There's a link tree that has it there. If you have any questions as well, you can just DM me on Facebook. And yeah.
Guys, big round of applause for Alex.
I hope that this video was valuable to you and that you've taken the first steps to building your own dream and making it a reality. But if you are interested in learning more, I put out videos like these once a week, so I would appreciate a subscribe, and you'll always be ahead of the curve learning everything from sales to marketing to building your first website. And it all comes down to you investing in your skill set, just like I talked about. And if you are on this journey already and you're still struggling on where to take your business, you can always click on the link in the description or the pinned comment, and for free, we'll book a one-on-one call where I will walk you through the step-by-step process of building, growing, and enhancing your business. But until then, I'll see you next time.